Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 48th episode of Hikaru no Go. And last episode, things are definitely starting to move forward for Hikaru, starting to get a little bit of attention from some of the higher ups like Kuwabara and Toya Meijin. So that's a big thing because he wants to do that special match thing with Hikaru. And Sai really wants to face off against him, so he wants Hikaru to let him do the match, but will Hikaru let him do the match? That's the question. Hikaru's come a long way. I don't think he would want Sai to take over important matches anymore. So we may have a bit of an argument, a bit of a conflict there. So let's just get into it and see if and how he managed to resolve this. So yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Well, we see right there the two of them facing off, so maybe we'll get it. Never really took the part of the opening all that seriously before because I didn't think we would have a match against Toya, older Toya anywhere in the near future, but now that's on the table, uh, yeah, that changes things a bit. Someday. Someday. And poor Sai just getting so neglected. So pushed to the side. Yeah, only 14. Hard to believe. He's so good at such a young age. He heard that alright. And that's what we ended off on. Sai versus Meijin. So, Hikaru, what will you say to his request? He really wants to have a he really wants to go at him. And I want to see that as well. Although I would be okay with Hikaru taking him on with just his own skill. I think Sai I would like to see Sai have a chance at him. Yeah, I can see where Hikaru's coming from with this, yeah. There could be some problems spring up from that. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Wow, this is the biggest fight they've ever had. Yeah, I feel so bad for Sai. Really can't do much. Especially now without Hikaru's help. Well, I'm not sure exactly how that works. Doesn't like a special person have to touch the bloody go board? You know nothing, Hikaru. Well, I guess I can understand that, but that would be pretty. That would suck if that was the case. New first down series, yeah, that's the one that we're on, the 5th floor. And it will be interesting to see how this match goes. Being repaired. Kuwabara. Yeah, I remember back the conflict you two had. You playing mind games with him and all that. I remember. Yeah, that's what it was called, the Honinbo match. Well, I'm sure it was fun for you because you won. Damn. That's one you care about. Candy. I'm fine with my candy, thank you very much. Well then. I think this is a pretty important game, all things considered. Depending on how this game goes, that could affect a lot of the future episodes. Your sixth sense, yeah, I'm sure it's quite impressive. Yeah, I didn't play him or anything, just, walked past him. Okay, they just come on in to this room with important Go players. They weren't expecting that. We're not worthy. All these Go boards. Because Hikaru is a part of the match, and Hikaru is important. And they acknowledge that. Recognize it. Wakajishi said. I still don't remember how crazy that word was to say. He might. He just might. Who's next? Ah, wow, Toya. Well then. I'd like to see him take on Kuwabara, that'd be cool. You could say that. Yes, everyone loves Hikaru. That says a lot, doesn't it? He's the most important person in the world. Well then, a little bit of an age gap there. Hikaru looked a little bit out of his element there, a little bit intimidated. Yeah, that's gonna matter to Hikaru a lot. Yes, he's aware of his son's feelings for you. Yeah, he wanted a piece of you, so. Show me what you got, boy. So. Yeah, how far you've come, huh? You're now in the room yourself. You know, just because you get to the seat first doesn't mean you can play. But man, he really is not begging down on this. He wants it. He wants it bad. But will Hikaru budge? That's the question. I mean, that's what we saw in the opening. Sai, you took my seat. My name's on it and everything. You can't just sit there. It's not first come, first serve. It's reserved for me. Nobody else sees him, though, so they're probably wondering why Hikaru's not taking a seat. You can't see him, though, of course. Wonder if we can feel his presence, though. Why aren't you sitting down? There's nobody there. I mean, he's a ghost. You can just sit there. You just face through him. This is gonna, this is gonna get awkward if things don't change. That does make things more interesting. More interesting. I bet 10,000 zeni on Hikaru. That's the question. Okay, then. Clearly some pretty big confidence there. Yeah, he knows how good Toya is. Yeah, this is great. And yet they have such big hopes for him. That's just really funny. Oh, we've all been waiting for this. So has he sat down yet? He still has not sat down. Come on, just sit down here, Carter. This is gonna get really awkward if you don't. Yeah, just sit down. This is Why are we doing this? You're gonna get Hikaru in trouble. Why aren't you sitting down, boy? The seat wet. Yeah, he's not looking at you. I do feel bad though, but ultimately it's not your game. Uh, Man, that's really gotta get to you. For Hikaru especially. Considering he has the power to give Sai what he wants, what he's wanted for so long. Come on, let him play. Let him play. He doesn't ask for a lot from you, Hikaru. Just let him play. Come on. Do it. Is that really the worst thing ever? But 15 Moku, wow. He'll take whatever he can get. Yeah, let's get started. That's how it goes. Okay, let's see how this goes. I guess this is a compromise we can accept. The episode's pretty close to being over, though. I don't know how much of this we'll get. Still, no moves have been played. Currently just watching an empty go board. I'd laugh. I don't think you could possibly guess. Yeah. Landed something. It's gonna be a weird game, though. Any day now, Sai. Yeah, it's not easy, especially not against an opponent like that. They'll have to make a move eventually. We finally have a move right before the episode pretty much ends. Oh my god, something's happening. I must take pictures. So we should get some interesting commentary from the peanut gallery about this game. And we'll probably dedicate a decent amount of time to it if we're putting it off till next episode. You know, it's not often that I want to just like immediately after the episode ends just start up the next one, but I really feel that urge here. Like that just this is a pretty important match. So I might actually end up doing that. I'll still post it on the usual day, but okay. uh Congratulations. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, that was the 48th episode of Hikaru no Go. And this episode, it was pretty much a lot of build up towards the actual match, which we just barely started at the end of the episode, and we'll get more into that next episode. I hope we do spend a decent amount of time on it because this is a big deal. Some matches I want to see, the show has kind of like skipped over, which has bothered me a little bit, but this one I hope we dedicate a decent amount of time to it because this is a big deal. Sai really wanted to do this match and really pressed Hikaru on it a lot, but Hikaru refused because of the amount of attention and stuff that would result from that. But when the day actually arrived, Sai just sat in the seat and refused to move for a while until, until the illusion was kind of broken for him when Toya looked over at Hikaru and was like, hey, why aren't you sitting down? That's kind of when the magic broke, because he was trying to really feel like he was his opponent, and that worked until that moment. And then like, you know what? Okay, I just want to role play it for a couple minutes, Hikaru, but okay, you can sit down now, and then just kind of wandered off, sulking in the corner. But eventually, Sai, being all sad, eventually got to Hikaru, and they worked out a bit of a compromise. So, which there was no hesitation at all. Once I heard him say something about that, he's like, "Yeah, I'll do that. I'm okay with that. Just let me play." I'll play upside down if I have to. Just let me play the game. So yeah, he'll take whatever carrots dangled in his face in regards to this game. So yeah, but that required a lot of thinking about how he wants to play this because it's going to be a very unorthodox match because of all that. But it was kind of an awkward position though because Hikaru was given a handicap because, well, he kind of has to be considering the skill difference, well, experience difference at the very least. But with Sai plays, he doesn't need a handicap, but the existence of one would mean Sai would probably really easily defeat him because they're about the same level. So Hikaru has an attempt to make it a bit more fair, but I don't know. It's hard to say exactly how fair that really is, but we'll see. We'll see how the game goes next time. But it was so funny seeing the back and forth between Kuwabara and Ogata, especially once Waya and Ochi showed up and they're like, wow, they're talking about Hikaru like it's someone really important. So like, who is Hikaru again? You know, just like the guy that passed with us and all that. It's just how it is. Just that was pretty funny. I loved that a lot. There's them starting to see just exactly how important Hikaru is to a lot of people, how many people have had their eye on him and all that. That was really interesting to see. Definitely. And Kuwabara just kind of weird in general, but it's a nice contrast to the seriousness of Ogata, so I think they make it pretty interesting and dynamic because of that. Anyway, yeah, this next episode, I am looking forward to it, so let's see how that goes next time. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.